If you've ever wondered what type of content you should be posting on TikTok for your business, today we're taking a look behind the scenes at creating content for an apparel and accessory business. If this is you, pay attention. And if this is not you, this is also a really great opportunity for you to get ideas to apply to your businesses as well. Today we're hanging out with Lindsay. Lindsay, tell us a little bit about your business.
Hello, my business is Bunny Designs, and I am an indie clothing line. I design fun, whimsical, colorful clothing and accessories for sizes extra, extra small to 6X.
Fantastic. And today we're going to be taking a look at Lindsay's TikTok account. So we can already see, jumping into today's conversation, that we've got some gorgeous colors on your platform. And scrolling through, we are going to see some of your studio where you are creating things. We get to see some really pretty behind the scenes of your outfits. You're actually pairing things together. And what I've noticed about your content is you do a lot with music. I'm really going to lean in today on conversational pieces because we love to see when people are talking direct to camera, when they're having conversations and showing off things that are going to best serve their audience. And so we've got some really cool ideas that we're going to be talking about today. And Lindsay, one of the first things that I always recommend to apparel companies is that we are showing off ways to wear your outfits. So you've got some gorgeous clothing. I can actually see it behind you. You've got a lot here, and I love it. I want to start off this week with you creating a video all about 3 ways to wear one outfit. And that can be how to accessorize it. That can be how to style your hair. It can be what jacket to wear with it. You can do all sorts of things with styling. So tell me a little bit about some things you could do if you did a 3 ways to style one outfit look.
Well, I guess hair. Should I pick like a specific outfit that I have, or?
Well, for your video, I absolutely would. I would pick one outfit. I would make it something that is going to stand out to a lot of people. So you're going to want something in a color palette that serves the time and season right now. So we're in spring, we're going into summer. So I'm going to want to see you do bright popping colors, probably something pink or blue or green, more on the pastel side than the jewel tones. So pick an outfit that's going to work really well for people who are stepping into maybe an occasion. Maybe they're going out for dinner this weekend, or maybe they are going to a convention, or maybe they have a wedding coming up and they want to be very colorful for it. So I would pick an event or pick something that they can actively be doing in the spring to summer season, and then style that 3 different ways. So do you have an outfit in mind?
Yeah, I can think of a few things. I've got a cherry blossom one that I think would be great for like a picnic, a spring picnic.
I love that. Oh, that's perfect.
So let's probably go with that one.
Yeah, let's run with that. So you've got an outfit that's perfect for cherry blossoms, and I really love the picnic theme. So 3 ways that you can style this to go on a picnic this weekend. And you can, again, do your hair, you can do the accessories, you can do purses. I know you also make some accessories. You could have a really cute keychain that you put on the purse that you go for your picnic with, or put on your picnic basket. That's going to be a really good opportunity for you to give them an event to create something that they can do. That can also parlay into date night wearing these dresses, date night wearing this apparel that I create, and you can give date ideas. That can be a reoccurring series inside of your TikTok that every single week you can pick one new date for the season. So this week is picnic. Next week is going for drinks. The next week is going to be going to a movie. You're going to then style an outfit for that. So that's going to be the first one that we've got for you, because you can actually parlay that into a series. We've added that to our list right here. And if you guys have questions, if you're following along with this, we want to make sure we are getting those answers. So drop those down below. Lindsay is a prime example of an apparel company because her stuff is so fun, so colorful, but you can do so much with it as well. Now, we also really like to see the behind the scenes of how we're doing things. And so one of the things I often like to recommend to apparel companies is day in the life of the designer. You actually design and create all of these really cool dresses and outfits that you are selling on your website. I want to see the behind the scenes of that. So as a consumer, yes, I will go to your website. I will look at the pretty stuff. I will watch your TikTok videos, but I like the process behind it. Why did you choose to make the skirt so that it spins the way that it does? Why did you choose to create the top the way that it does? And I specifically like to know for my size. And so you can even narrow that down. Here's why we created this dress with this skirt and the way that it flows. Here's why we created this top for a person who is a specific size. You can really get into this and show us the behind the scenes and kind of show us the entire process. And that can be you sitting there actually designing the dress and then creating it in real life. Now, do you sew it? Do you have a manufacturer? What does that look like for you?
I do have a manufacturer. So I create the artwork that goes on the apparel, and then I send it to a manufacturer, pick which pattern I want them to use. They print it out on these giant sheets of fabric and sew it together for me.
Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. Okay, so behind the scenes is going to be really good. This is going to be a conversational piece. I want you to be on camera for this, or I want you to do a voiceover for this. And if you have access to footage from the manufacturer, ask them to film it for you. You can use that. If you do not have the ability to get that footage, that's okay. Show me the process around that. Because at that point, you're sitting down and you're designing it. You are then going to put it into the template. You're going to send it off. You're going to pick the patterns. You're going to do all that manual work. And I want to see B-roll footage of you doing this. So you can start off by speaking direct to camera and saying, this is behind the scenes of how I created this outfit. I want you to be wearing it or have it on a mannequin next to you so you can show it off. And then you're going to take us through the process. The rest of it can be a voiceover. You don't have to be on camera for the entire thing. And then you can use B-roll footage of you sitting there drawing it and then submitting the pattern or hitting a button. You don't have to show the entire process. Little bits of it is okay. So if you don't want to show how the manufacturing process works by sending it into them, you can do a close-up of the send button or the confirmation button or whatever it happens to be, or the confirmation screen that says, we got your pattern. You can show approving it. You can do B-roll footage where it's situated away from the computer screen. So you can actually put your camera behind the camera screen or the computer screen. So it's showing the backside of your computer and you typing. It doesn't have to be actually on the screen, but your voiceover is going to tell us this is the stage that you're in. So then you're going to take us through the process of sending it to the manufacturer. If you've got that footage from the manufacturer, awesome. If not, skip to the next part where you're getting things back, where you have the actual physical product in your hand and you're going to unbox it. You're going to take it out of the bag. You're going to do whatever. You're going to put it on a mannequin. And then you can kind of walk us through the process. We're keeping this one as short as possible. I do not want to see you going over like 30 seconds for this one. So this is short, quick, behind the scenes of how we do this. And you can do that for different products, or you can just have this as one main staple video. This should do pretty well for you. And because this is really the behind the scenes process and that story of how things are created performs really well, even if it doesn't get a ton of hits, this is one of those videos that you're going to want to pin to the top of your TikTok account because it shows how your business works and how you're serving your audience. So for this second one, we're going to show the behind the scenes of how we're doing this, or a day in the life.
Okay.
And we're just going to add that to the list. Day in the life. All right. So from there, I want to go deeper into what we're doing. With your TikTok, with any of your social media, we want to make sure we are showing how people can function in your outfits. It's not enough just to show a pretty dress or a pretty outfit, because we see those a lot. We really want to learn how it can be functional for each of us. So we were talking a little bit earlier about how you can do the different sizes of this. I would love to see a video where you're taking the same outfit and putting it on different sized models. And you can do this where they are in the same room side by side, or you can do this in clips. So I would actually get people involved in this. I would have this as a collaborative event. You can wear one in your size. You can find somebody in a different size and have them just film a little clip. And it can be as simple as just standing and posing and kind of moving in front of the camera, or you can get fun with it, which I really love the idea of getting fun with it. This is a good opportunity for you to have people stand in front of their phones as they're filming. And again, if you have access to these people, you can do the footage yourself. That's going to work better for you. But if they're in different locations, that's fine. I do this all the time. Give very specific instructions of here's how you're moving. Here's how we're transitioning. And we're doing this as a transition video. So you can do it very, very easily. The most easy way to do a transition video, and by the way, if you're on the channel, we have lots of tutorials on how to do transitions. The easiest one is just to have your model pose and then take their hand and swipe it over the camera. And so we're going to go from one swipe to the next outfit. So for each and every person except for the first one, and you should be the first model. So you as the first model, you're going to stand there, you're going to pose a little bit, and then you're going to swipe your hand in front of the camera to cover up the lens. The next person will start by swiping over and then backing up, showing off the dress for just, a couple of that. We just want the shoulders back and forth. You can have them do one spin if you want, but it has to be very short. And then they're going to swipe, pose, and swipe again. Then the next person is going to do the same thing. So swipe, pose, swipe again. All the poses should be relatively the same. So whatever you pick is what they do. Then all we're doing is seeing people swipe through these things. Now, if you want it to be a loop, you can actually start, instead of just posing and then swiping, you can start with the swipe as well. And that will be an infinite loop of people just swiping and changing into different sizes wearing the same dress. And then as you are editing this together, halfway through, when the hand is right over the camera lens, when it goes dark, you're then going to splice in the next person. We've got full tutorials on how to do this on the YouTube channel, and that will allow you to go from one size to the next. Then using text overlay, you're going to actually say what size outfit that is, on what body type that is, so people can see it. You're going to want to do a couple of different sizes, and you're going to want to keep it under 20 seconds long, but that way you're showing off the same outfit on different bodies and how it's going to look best for them. And, you know, let them do their hair, their makeup, their accessorizing, however they want, and show that people have different looks with the same type of content. So we are going to have same outfit on different sizes. All right. Ooh, if I could spell it correctly, which apparently we cannot today.
I can not spell on a daily basis, if that makes you feel any better.
I'm a professional best-selling author, so I should be able to spell, but not while we're recording. It's all good. So we love the idea of making sure that we are getting that size inclusivity. You've got a wide range of sizes, which I absolutely love. And making sure we highlight that different people can wear the same outfits is going to go really, really well for you. We also want to make sure that we're kind of showing, again, how we can stylize it. So we talked about 3 different ways to wear this outfit: different hair, different makeup, different accessories, different whatever. I now want you to focus in, because I can speak as well. Best-selling author in English. We love it. We want you to focus in on your ability to accessorize an outfit. So you're just picking one outfit and you're going to accessorize it. And this is specifically with jewelry, purses, belts. This is not about hair. This is not about makeup. And you're going to give 3 or 4 ways that you can style it. And if you want to focus in, you can just say, okay, this dress works best with a simple, delicate necklace. And you can show a couple of different delicate styles, and that's fine. You can say this outfit works best with a big chunky necklace and show 3 different examples of chunky necklaces. Or you can say you can put a necklace and a bracelet and a purse with this. You're going to style it in one unique way. And again, it goes back to where are they going? You can just say, here's a general concept of here's how you can style this dress. But if you get more specific about it, you can reuse this concept over and over again. So you can style this to go to the movies. You can style this to go to a flea market. You can style this to go speak on a stage at a convention, and use it over and over again. So accessorizing is going to be really important, especially because you also have accessories. You design things other than just the outfits. So if you have things, you can add that in, but don't always go with just your own accessories. You want to make sure you're pulling in other things as well, and generic things that people will be able to find on their own. So how to accessorize an outfit. And all of these can be different outfits. They can also be the same outfits. It is absolutely not a problem to repeat an outfit as you are creating your content so that people can see it. Because for the most part, it takes people 7 times seeing one thing to make a decision on it. That means if you're watching TV and you see a commercial, it takes 7 times to see that commercial before you're actually going to consider that product. Same goes with social media. So the more content you put out on social media, the more eyes you get on it, the more times they see it, the more likely they are to buy it. So if you can just give them all the information about here's where to wear this, here's how to wear this, here's how to accessorize this, and you go all in on one area, especially if you have something like a new release, that's going to perform really well for you. How are you feeling about this so far?
Still very good.
Yeah?
I think they're all great ideas. Finding the time to make them happen, but I'll do it.
Well, the nice thing is some of these are collaborative. So all you have to do is give directions to the other people.
That's
and
true.
Send in their footage, and that's really quick. But we talk here on my platform about how to create content in under 5 minutes, start to finish. So one of the most important things is that as you're doing this, you're scripting it. So you know exactly what you're going to be saying. So in 5 minutes, you can start to finish, create a piece of content, script it, edit it, and then actually get it on your socials with your caption in under 5 minutes. So for all of these things, all I need you to do is put the outfit on yourself put the outfit on a model, put the outfit on a mannequin, and you're just going to hold these things up. All of the content that you're creating needs to be fast. So as I'm going through a lot of your footage, I'm seeing you pan over things and then pan over things again. I want you to clip it up even shorter. This can be short and fast. The snappier you make this, the more people are willing to watch it. Watch retention is something that kind of the longer it goes, the less it stays. So if you can do something in 7 seconds and you do it in 13 seconds, you're not going to maintain that audience. If, however, you take something and do it in those 7 seconds, you're much more likely to get that full watch time. So you want to do short, fast clips, and you want to speak quickly as you're doing this. So as you're deciding what you're going to say in your video, whether you are speaking direct to camera and you're on camera, or you're doing a voiceover, you're scripting it line by line. So if you're going to be on camera, my little trick for this is to script it. You're going to put one sentence, then drop down a line and have a space, do another sentence, drop down a line, then do your next sentence. Then you're going to set up your camera, put it on a tripod, put it on a mount, put it on a stack of books so that it's nice and static. It's not going to move around. And then you're going to say this line by line. And as you do it line by line, all you have to do is look at the camera and deliver the first line. Then you're going to look over at your notes. You're going to temporarily memorize that second line. You're going to look back at your camera, but you're going to move your body on camera. So for the first one, you're going to stand directly in front of it, either close up or further away. Then for your second line, you're standing off to the side, so it cuts off part of you. You're moving your location. Then for the third line, you're going to memorize that third line real quick. You're going to move your location again. Then you can clip those together. If you're silent in between, you will actually see in the audio where you're going to clip it. So you have the opportunity to stand in front of your camera and say line number 1, and we're going to be silent. It's going to show in your audio, so you now know visually where to cut it. You don't have to listen to the entire video again.
That's super helpful.
Oh yeah, it is the most helpful. And that's why it takes so little time to actually edit this together. So as long as you are saying your line and then you're quiet in between, there's that gap. Visual representation, cut it and you're good. If you say a line and you stumble or you don't like how you said it, do a quick pause. It shows a little dip and then you go right back into it, but it's not the big cut. So now you have another visual representation of where you messed up and where you need to start it again. So then when you put it in your editing, you can actually remove those gaps. It's together and you just have to listen to it once to make sure you didn't accidentally clip off a word or you didn't accidentally leave too much of a pause there. Because anytime you have a pause in your video, people will scroll away. So we want to make sure our words are very close together, they're spoken with personality, and they're spoken quickly. Then we're going to match our video to those words. So it's pretty easy to do if you are delivering it direct to camera. Now, if you are doing a voiceover, you're then just going to have that paragraph in front of you. You can do it line by line if you want, or you can do it in paragraph form, but you're just reading it into your audio and clipping out any gaps. So that's going to save you a ton of time and effort with that. And because you have it scripted, you know exactly what to say and what you need to film. If you're filming B-roll content, you don't have to spend a ton of time doing this. Your B-roll content should only be a few seconds long per clip. And we don't want long video clips. We want short video clips. So let's say you are going to do some B-roll of your clothing. You're going to put it on a mannequin, and then you are going to film it, and you're going to film yourself pointing to it. That's a clip. Now you have the ability to move angles, and you're just going to go from the top shoulder down to the bottom hip. Now you're just going to do a spin around your mannequin. Short little clips that you stitch together to film a story. You're creating a story with the editing that you are doing, and then you're putting that voiceover with that. It saves a lot of time and effort, and it keeps people's attention, which is really nice. Does that feel better to you?
Yeah.
We always like the simple editing tricks when it comes to videos. And if you're watching at home, we've got lots of tutorials on how to do that here on the channel. Make sure you are checking that out. Now, another thing that I want you to really focus on, because again, we're doing our deep dives on what we are doing to serve our audience. We want to make sure they feel really comfortable with the products that they're getting. So we want to show things like how it's made, why you designed it the way that you did. I do want you to do things like talking about why you designed that specific thing. What was the inspiration behind it? In fact, let's add that as one of the videos. That wasn't one of the ones I was thinking of, but I love it. So inspiration on why you created it. And this can be just a little 10 or 15-second clip that tells us why you picked that pastel color, why you picked that design, why you picked those really cute, adorable avatars that you have created. Just show me the behind the scenes. And this can be direct to camera, or this can be B-roll footage. Keep it short, 12 seconds, maybe 15 seconds, nothing more, just very easy, very simple, and hook us with your voice. We really want to hear your voice in all of these things because that's what's going to get people's attention. That develops the trust factor. The more they can see your face and the more they hear your voice, the more likely they are to be a part of your community and to support you on the back end of this. So I want you to show us why you decided to create each individual piece. And this shouldn't be back-to-back days, but this is something you can use over and over again, once a week, maybe twice a week. Anytime you have a new product, go ahead and do that, but you can also pull your backlog into that one as well. But I do want to see, again, the behind the scenes of this. So as a potential consumer, if I go to a website and I'm looking at this apparel, I'm looking at your modeled photos. I am going to be looking where people have real life purchased this and tried it on, taken a picture and sent it in. I want to know how it's going to look on my body. So we talked about the different body sizes and shapes, how you can be doing that. But I also want to know how this material works. For me as a consumer and somebody who loves fashion, I want to know how this material is going to lay on me. Am I going to get too warm? Am I going to be sweaty? Is it going to move? Is it going to flow from my photos? Is it going to be something that shows lines under my clothing? I really want to know what the fabric is like. So close-ups of your fabrics. As you are designing your outfits, you can show me the completed outfit on the mannequin, and you can even do one of those zoom transitions where you are going to have it on the mannequin. You're going to take your phone and you are just going to zoom in so that it has that black overlay on it. It's just going to zoom right into the fabric, right against that mannequin. And then when you zoom back out, it's going to be a bolt of the fabric, or it's going to be something similar to it, where you can pull back and you're going to then lift it up. You're going to show us how thin it is, how thick it is, how warm it is. You're going to show kind of what it feels like. If it's something that's maybe velvety, you're going to run your hand over it so we can see the different aspects of it, the different types of textures with it. We want to see how it's being made. And if it has different types of fabric, we're going to see that as well. Now, in this process, if you're just one single piece of fabric, you can also really zoom in on the detail work of how things are made. So if the sleeves are going to be a little bit more fluttery, show me those sleeves. If we've got elastic at the waist, go in and show me that elastic at the waist. If we have things that are going to define my shape and my body lines, those things should be highlighted as well. So this is a very product-specific video where you're actually showing me exactly what goes into creating this piece of outfit, because that's a hard word. And we're going to make sure that I feel comfortable as a consumer, that that's going to be something I'm going to be comfortable wearing based on my body and how my body functions and how I'm working out in the real world. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, let me see. Did I add that one? Materials. Material behind the scenes. Beautiful. Now, there's a lot of other things that you can be doing for this one as well. We want to make sure, again, that we're seeing things on the different sizes. We're seeing the different materials that you are going to be using. But I really, really love making sure that we are also seeing how to use the outfit. And we talked a little bit about this. We touched on this in some of the other ones that we were discussing earlier. But this truly is ways to use this outfit. So where can you be wearing this to? Pick one outfit and give me 3 places I can wear this to. Can I wear this to school? Can I wear this to work? Can I wear this to a wedding? Can I wear this to the mall? Can I wear this tennis playing? Because that's a word too. We want to make sure we know where we can do this, because a lot of times people will come to these apparel sites and they'll think, oh, cute, beautiful, colorful, pastel, shiny, sparkly, amazing things. But where am I brave enough to wear this to? Where does this make sense to wear this to? Even if somebody is very bold in their fashion sense, we want to know different ways that we can use this, because if we're spending money, we want to make sure we're getting our money's worth. So give us those opportunities for where we can then be using that outfit. So I want you to think of 3 different things, and you can either do this direct to camera where you're going to stand there and you're going to say, here's 3 places you can wear this outfit. And then you're going to move 1, XYZ, 2, XYZ, 3, XYZ. And then you can say, and if you want this, Here's where you can get it, and let us know, where do you think we should wear this outfit to? You can even turn this into a challenge. You can have, once people start paying attention to your TikTok, you can say, I have this outfit. Here are 3 places I can wear this to, but I want you to challenge me. Where is an interesting, unique place I should go wear this to? And let them say, oh, wear it out to dinner at a fancy restaurant. Oh, wear it to a museum. Oh, wear it to a festival in town. Let them challenge you, and then you actually go and you do that. And that follow a video which actually goes in a reply. So there's a lot of ways that you can be doing that as well, but get them involved as much as possible, because right now we're giving them a lot of information. As you're creating any of these videos, it's important to have a call to action at the end, something to get them to comment or to like or to share. We're not asking them to do too many things, but we want to give them that opportunity. So if you're styling something, I want you to say, how would you style this? Or what accessory would you put with this? Or which of these 3 was your favorite? Something that they can then respond to in the comments. Then after you post, go into your post, leave the first comment and reiterate that question or a similar question, so that when somebody pops into your comments, all they have to do is click on it and, oh, someone has already commented. There's an open door, an invitation for me to now comment back. So have a question there every single time, asking for help or asking for an opinion, so that they, if they go to your comments, have something to do. Nobody wants to be the first kid in school raising their hand to answer a question. So by giving them a question that's already there, that's an open door and an invitation to respond and engage with you. So you want to make sure you're showing off as much as possible. Bonus points, if you are doing it like in your studio where you are right now, you can set up so that you're between your camera and the things behind you, your mannequin is in between, and do strategic product placement of other things in the background. Yes, you're going to be doing some videos that are close up, where we only want to feature it, where we want to feature it with a blank wall so that it looks nice and professional and high end and all the things. But I also want you to be strategic about your product placement in the background, because a lot of times people will look at something, they'll stop because it's a cute outfit, but then they'll notice something in the background and ask questions about the really cool shirt or jacket or dress in the background. And that's another video that you can create.
Okay.
So we've got lots of opportunities for you here. We really want to show off the colorful. So focus on colorful as much as possible. Every once in a while, I do want you to do something blank wall just so that it kind of stands out and pops. Those should be your special unicorn moments where you really want to focus in on something. But you want to make sure you're being as colorful as possible, very quick with the video. If you are shooting B-roll footage and you feel like you're shooting it slow to get all the details, you can even speed it up in your editing if you need to, but faster is better, short clips are better, and stitching things together from different angles of the same thing will help with your storytelling. Does this all feel good for you for the next week?
Yeah, it does.
Beautiful. Lindsay, if people are excited about your clothing, and I hope they are because, oh my gosh, it's so pretty, where can they find you online?
Bunnydesigns.com is our main website, and then all the social medias.
Beautiful. And if you are interested in getting content created with you, having full step-by-step scripts, line by line of what you need to say inside of your videos for your specific business, you can head over to kmrobinson.com. We've got business coaching over there. We've got scripts where you can get 3 months of content so that you do not even have to think about the content you're creating. You just have to follow the scripts, film it, splice it together, and you're off to the races. You are good to go. And if you've got questions on this, go ahead and drop them down below. Now, make sure you are following along, hit the subscribe and notification bell, because we're doing more of these episodes where we're going behind the scenes of businesses and giving them 1 week's worth of content for one of their social platforms, where you can identify similar things to your business and take what we're talking about for these specific businesses and apply them to yours as well. If you have questions on any of this, go ahead and drop those down below, and we will see you in the upcoming episodes where we are helping you every single day to navigate the world of social media so that you spend less time creating your content, but create more profit from it. Until then, stay inspired.